Good morning. My name is Sterling Connolly Chu. Welcome to Second Growth Homes. Today, we're going to take my family's 1974 Kenworth self-loading log truck up a logging road into the mountains about 5 or 6 miles, and we're going to pick up a beautiful load of yellow cedar logs like you see here behind me. Right now, we gotta check the oil, check the water, start up the truck, and then while it's warming up, we need to pull our log trailer in and pick it up onto the back of the vehicle. So let's go ahead and get started, and you guys can come along with me for all that today. I kind of like the look of this faded, the way it's like the green's kind of faded, but I do imagine painting this truck eventually. See, the oil, it's good. It's actually ready for a little low. Going.
Usually lost a tooth on an excavator, or they fell off and they lost the keeper, so they were borrowing some bolts and welding it on.
Put it together. We gotta get some engine oil for the thing.
The ore chipped a little bit.
They're using my welder?
Yep.
Cool.
Good. I found a nice steel plate in this pile over here. It might be all you need. It's rusty.
I really like that welder. It does good for logging work. I've never even been able to turn it up past halfway. You know, it's like, I don't know what you must have to have like super big rod.
It gets too hot.
It's so big. Yesterday, my dad and I greased most of the whole truck. I did the whole trailer, all the brakes. I did the driveline, all the U-joints, all the truck's brakes, but I was noticing a few here that I missed. So let's pump this baby up. Oh yeah. I don't remember greasing this one last year.
There you
go.
Half a gallon here, I think.
Go ahead. Just make sure it's good. As long as it's good. All right, come on. "25 pumps, I can see it flowing out there. And then I remember seeing one on the, yeah, right here. Wow. On the rotator for the log bunk. Okay. While I'm up here, I'm going to stow my safety chain. It's probably safest to take it off, I guess.
Nothing very much. I'll probably need some more.
Let's get it in there. I think it needs a full gallon. Okay. Well, that's everything is greased now. Let's go take a look at the back trailer. Let's see if it's got a couple grease fittings on that as well. Okay. Nope. Interesting. So that thing right there where it spins on the front, there's a little thing right there that might supposed to be a grease fitting, but we'll work on that another day. Okay, well, let's go look at the front end of the truck, see if we can pump some grease in there. Here at the front, we've got some Zerk fittings. Right here. I believe these ones on top are the kingpins. There it is. 5 pumps. And then, seems like by forklift there's one on the bottom of the kingpin as well. I'll get down there. Yep. Right on the bottom. Wow. That one really needed it. It took 16 pumps. Okay, so for the steering, first thing we got are this little drive shaft. It's got a small U-joint at this end that connects to the power steering pump. That one just took 2, filled it right up. Here is a greasable ball joint on the steering. Well, that took a lot more than I expected. I know you don't want to overdo those to overfill them, but I could tell that one just really took it. Let's check power steering fluid and we'll go over to the other side of the truck. A little low. Yeah? Huh. Okay. A little low on power steering fluid. Okay. So I'm seeing another Zerk fitting here. It's on that front end of the suspension. So on the front of the leaf spring, it's got a greasable joint. Let's get that. Okay. Let's go take a look at the back. Yep. Wow, that one doesn't look like it's been done in a while. So same thing, rear suspension right here. If you guys, anytime I'm working on this truck, I'm sure there's a lot of people that really know a lot about these trucks, and I'm looking for advice. Like, you got any maintenance I should be doing? Should I take all the wheels off and repack all the wheel bearings? I'm thinking about doing that. Should I change the transmission fluids or just fill them up? I'd really like to know, so any advice you can give me, I will take it. I think that is all the grease fittings here. So let's go to the other side of the truck. Yep. Well, I'm finding all kinds of grease fittings on this baby today.
Good.
Well, you can dump that in. It goes right in the top, I think.
You think it'll take the gallon?
Yeah.
And the bark, you know, if we knew how to screen beauty bark, that's another product, but it's more of a landscaping product. Put another, put a whole gallon in.
Yep, that'll take it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, see what's on the grease fittings on the suspension.
Suspension on the steering. I am low
Good job.
on power steering fluid again. Which I think is just the red ATF.
I got a ton of it.
I'll probably take like a quart.
I'll bring one up.
Feels so good to grease those U-joints. Like, every time I've ever taken apart a bad U-joint, it's just like dry and rusty in there, and it's like, I think as long as the grease is in there, they're just never gonna go bad. Big, fancy Kenworth bearings. Suspension. I think we've greased everything perfectly except for the loader now.
That gets used the most.
I know I did it at least once or twice last year, so we'll get it next. I don't remember doing all this last year. We just need to do everything once a year. Just every single spring, just hit everything once and it's fine. Unless we're like really...
There's so many of these hoses are bad looking. We really should just
Buy some more.
take off some and send them in, put them back on right away so we don't screw up.
Okay.
Yeah, they're using somehow some of my bolts, short steel, to keep the tooth on.
Make a keeper. They're going to be struggling with that. You know how I am. As soon as I start pulling stumps, I just start losing those teeth every day.
It's interesting. They didn't. You'd think it would be the rock that would do that, but
It's not. So they can like tear as hard as you want, but if they stick deeply into spruce where it's all string around it, and then you pull it out, it pulls them off.
did I tell you how they're moving the logs? They're dragging them.
Yep.
They put the two root rods on those rock trucks way forward, and then just the end is being dragging on the road. It's not damaging it.
It's doing just
Not
fine.
much, and they can always fix it up if they do. But
Okay.
they're just doing two at a time. Think about that.
A lot of stuff.
75 trips.
They're getting them though. That's good.
Yeah.
Good.
I'm not sure how many we could have got on the log truck, but at least 4.
Well, they're smaller than I thought.
Yeah.
There we go, Dad. Perfect.
Okay.
Perfect. Check the coolant. I'll go ahead and start it up, and then if you could help me with the ATF,
I'll get that.
that'd be sweet. I'm sure we can fill it while it's going.
Put a little more fuel in the dump truck, and then.
We've topped her up with oil, checked all the fluids, finished greasing everything. Let's go ahead and start it up. I've been having a little bit of an issue with my starter, and the starter's pretty new. So I'm still thinking it's a connection, but I haven't quite figured it out. We'll see how she does today. Good morning. Back in the Kenworth truck. out of the yard here. I'm gonna try to give you a bit of a different view today, other than looking at me. I'm gonna try to get you to look forward. So I got my other camera set up here. I'll turn it on in a minute. You won't be looking at my face as much, but you'll be able to see a little bit more of what I'm doing and a little more of a perspective of what my perspective looks like. So when I'm doing this with my videos, I'm trying to give you a feel of what it's like to come out and be a small time vlogger for a day. So go again and get started. Here we are. Right now we're in first on the main transmission, second on the Browning transmission. Those of you not familiar with this truck, it's a 5-4 transmission. So it's a 5-speed transmission on this stick and a 4-speed transmission on this stick. And they're kind of one in front of the other. Let's go ahead and looks like our road's clear, so let's get started. Yeah, here we go. So right now, we're in first and second. We're gonna go switch over to third. Let's get my governor adjusted. The air wipers are really cool on this truck. They're air actuated. Yeah, gauges look good. Some water. On the road. There's a dump truck out here and he's skidding logs down the road, so somewhere out here that's going on. That's the shift. I'm still practicing that 2-stick shifting. I'm not that great at it yet, but I'm learning, I really enjoy learning. Oh, beautiful day. Truck's running well. See how we do. So right now I'm in 2 and 3rd. That's pretty good. I could probably go a little bit faster. It's kind of a wet, bumpy road, fairly marginal, really. That's 2 and 4. About as fast as we'll ever go over here. Pretty cold. That's normal. It takes a long time for this big girl to warm up all the way. Okay, nice and easy. Nice and easy. Gotta keep the truck on the road. That is the key. Right in the middle. The shoulders are so soft. It's just you gotta stay right in the middle of this baby. can't beat this drive. It's so beautiful. It's really dangerous, you know. The Kenworth will lull you into a sense of complacency because it's such a smooth riding vehicle, but it can happen fast. How it'll pull you off the road. Gotta stay vigilant, but oh, it's just enjoyable. We don't need to go fast. We're not in a rush. No problem. Made it. Arrived here at the Cedar unit. Let the truck idle for a second, and then brakes on. We're gonna shut the truck down, leave it here for a minute, and I got a couple things to do. Go get a few more trees, and then we're gonna load up, take this baby down the mountain. Let me know if you like this new camera angle, or if you'd like to see anything else, and if you'd like to come back for more log trucking this year with this old truck, the family's Kenworth. Click that like, subscribe button below my face there, and you can come back to YouTube and search for Second Growth Homes, and you can also come with me that way. Thanks for watching. sun shining up here. It's beautiful. Like 8 or 10 feet behind the truck. Wow. Look at this log. Wheesh. That is a nice yellow cedar tree. So nice. Okay, well, one of the really tough things that happens when you're logging is you lose a hydraulic line. Today we lost a big one, so it looks like we're gonna be able to get the truck over off the road, which is a super good sign. Let's give her a try.
I guess I could cut more off so the road's clear.
Yeah, it's rotting right there anyways, so. Okay, well, we're on the road again. The incredible part is that this is actually best case scenario right now. You know, worst case, we would have shafted all these guys working out the road. That would have been really bad. Best case scenario, nothing would have happened, but honestly, I was able to get all the logs I wanted on the truck. So we're loaded right now. See? Loaded. I'm not loaded to the very top, but I did get every single tree I planned to get on there. And we're heading down the mountain, so it's gonna be a successful day. And then we can take that hydraulic hose off at our leisure now. We'll get it right off, get it sent in, and there's no rush. We don't need the truck for another couple weeks, so we really saved our ass here today. Yeehaw! Wow, this is cool. I'm usually not log trucking this late, you know, it's pretty late. It's a beautiful evening over here at Corner Bay. Now, so far so good. We're about halfway down and it's going really good. Shift again. There we go. Well, I'm gonna be sleeping well tonight. This is great. Oh, such a relief. It's a lot that goes into logging, you know, a lot of machines, and you gotta be really safe, and it's just a lot that goes into getting those logs down the mountain. You realize that when you're just at Home Depot buying 2x4s, you know, it's a lot of work. Someone's out there doing it in some part of the world. That was cool. I just saw a mink or a marten across the road. Okay, we're getting closer to the home stretch now. Oh man, I'm happy to be heading down the mountain. Never been happier to be heading down. Well, I've never been happier to be heading down the mountain. That was a close one. It also made me realize that when I get my new excavator that I keep talking about with the grapple, I probably won't even need to use the loader on the truck. I might even be able to get a truck without a loader, because really it was pretty easy to load with the excavator. Okay, here we go. So these are the stream restoration guys here, and they have been working their butts off out here. They're getting after it. Such a rough road. Almost there. Almost there.